This is me, Sean from TechDrill.webs.com. I used to constantly send Pete, and, well, you guys know what's up. You read the title, and here we go. This is my, Nike Hyperfuse 2011 reviews. As you guys can see down here, it's in one of my Nike red bags. Keep them in here, so let me open it. I already had a bit open, and I'll give you a review. This roughly has been about 6 months since I've had them. Take both of them out, and I've used them a lot, so it's a decent amount of wear and tear. Now, I'll start off this review by saying I've only used them once outdoors, and I didn't even go, I made sure to keep them very nice. I walked very lightly on my feet when I played, or ran very lightly on my feet when I played outdoors that one time. So basically this is what it will look like after 6 months of use solely indoor. So we'll get to the look of them. First off the bat, you guys can see here, for the most part they held up pretty well. You can see the glue keeping this little piece down. You can see it even more evident on the left foot. You guys can see there this little Nike swoosh piece. It's sort of coming up, so you might want to glue that back, or I might want to glue that back down. What else you'll notice on the shoe? You'll notice some scuff marks, some dirt. I cleaned these about once with the shoe remover and all that other crap from Champ Sports, and the rest I've just pretty much let it go. I might end up cleaning it again before its lifetime's over, but this is how it looks basically after very little cleaning. I would definitely not recommend getting it in the white. There's a bunch of issues. First, as you guys can see, it started to peel a little bit. Whereas you guys can see the underneath layer of the white. For example, you can see all this the Nike Hyperfuse, this mesh sort of this mesh material. Actually, the white should be on top of it, as you can see on most of it. But right here, it's sort of started to decay and peel off, and now you can just see the clear mesh with nothing, with no white on top of it. You guys can also see the Nike swoosh here. Has started to peel off, or not even peel off. It wasn't a sticker. It's, I guess, just gone from just use, I guess. It's just rubbed off over time, the paint. And if you guys can see that correctly, no, this is not my camera that's making it look like this. This is actually the white parts are turning pink, believe it or not. I still haven't came up with a conclusive result of why that happened, and I haven't found any evidence into why that happened. But what I'm guessing happened is while the shoes were on the court, maybe this red got up there from another person wearing the same shoe, because a few people I know wear the same shoe, or maybe the red on the bottom of the shoe rubbed off on the court, and when I would turn, I guess I would have to hurt my ankle, but when the shoe would turn like that, it might have rubbed. I can't give you a conclusive conclusion onto why they are like that, but they are like that. So that's an issue there. I haven't washed the laces, so you guys can see. For the most part, they've held up pretty well. Like I said, in general, I wouldn't get an all-white shoe like this again, at least the Hyperfuse, personally, but you can still see, for the most part, the white's pretty nice. It hasn't like completely turned off white and dingy. It's a lot gray, but it's definitely something if you're really to keep high maintenance on a shoe and wash the laces and clean the shoe. You should be okay. You guys can see the inside of the shoe, and no, you see that down there? No, that is not part of that red piece that I was showing you guys when I unboxed the shoes. That's actually my heel having worn through the sole, so you guys can see I really did wear these a lot. These have been my primary basketball shoes for about that 6 to 8 months, about that 6 month period. So, yeah, it's the soles. Soles of shoes typically aren't very great. That's why they have custom insoles and stuff like that that offer much better padding. They're much thicker, much better. These soles are just some, Chinese factory, not trying to be, put anybody down here, but these aren't very high quality. They just throw them in there with a little bit of a flair, like that red piece that was on it, the red Nike swoosh and everything. It looks nice in the stores. It looks nice when you first take it out, but don't expect it to last very long. On the bottom of the shoe, you can see since I've worn this only inside, the grip's actually pretty good on it. Not much is worn off. You can see on the sides here, it's sort of starting to wear off a bit. And I've got some, actually that one time when I wore it outside, I was being super careful with it. Yet still, let's see this foot. You guys can see I got a little bit of gum, or a lot of gum, but I did a removal trick with some nail polish and pencil to get it out. So it was able to get out very well. Overall, these held up very well, like you can see. There's a lot of spring in it. The Nike Zoom technology really helped out. Did the Nike Hyperfuse technology really make a difference? In my opinion, yeah, it does. It allows your feet to breathe a lot better, as you guys can even see through the inside to the other side of the stitching. That little light right there on the left corner of your screen. So yeah, it really does help. I'd advise lacing them all the way up to the third lace at the top here, because they only come down to that bottom one. Because this bottom one right here, so to give you extra ankle protection, I would always advise you to do that, especially with low top shoes, seeing as they already don't offer as much protection as high top shoes. But then the fact that low top shoes are that they're low top shoes, yeah, just lace them up. If you're wearing a high top shoe though, I would say it's your discretion, but do what you want to do. But I would lace them all the way up too, as well. I don't know if you guys can see here. I'll put it in the light maybe. There's a rip right here in the Hyperfuse. There's a big rip, big hole. See if I can open that up for you. You guys can see there. No, I didn't play around with it, try to get it ripped like that. It just happened after use. You can see into the foam padding. Also, you can see a little bit of the foam. Not the foam. The cotton, I guess it would be, overlay is ripping off. You can see there. It's not becoming as. You see, it should be all black. You can see how it's cut open there, and you can see the gray underneath it. It's not foam, I'd say. It's more like cotton underneath. It's a very thin material. If you've seen it, it's used in clothing a lot. So that's basically what it is. But yeah, overall these are very nice. I would recommend them for all positions. They give a lot of bounce. You'll be able to get up and down the court very quickly. They're very light. Stay tuned for the 2012 models. Those should be coming out in another 6 months, relatively. And yeah, so if I had to give them a grade, I'd give them an 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, they hold up pretty good. But there are their own issues. So anyways, it's me, Sean from TechTrader.com. Use the concept SMP. Rate, subscribe, like, favorite, and I'll see you guys in a later video. Goodbye.